Me? Amazed? What else could I be? This story changed me completely. Just a few weeks ago, I was beating Christians for what they believed, locking up anyone who claimed to know Jesus. I thought they were all just a bunch of trouble until the night I had two men by the names of Paul and Silas under my watch. Look, I had been a prison guard for years. Okay, I knew how to snuff out trouble. Always something to watch out for. And my order said not to go easy on anyone who caused problems. In other words, I was to show them, in no uncertain terms, how the government felt about the followers of Jesus. So that night, the night that Paul and Silas were there, all of us guards showed them that we meant business. But it was clear from the start that they weren't the average prisoners. They didn't even give the slightest indication of breaking down. I mean, the other inmates, the men we had beat, at most, could only hold it together for a few hours. Not these two. They had something in them that we couldn't reach. It was late that night when I put them in their cells. And just as I was trying to settle in, they started singing. So I yelled at them to stop. And they were quiet for a while. But when they began to sing again, I was too tired to do anything about it, and so I fell asleep. The next thing I knew, I woke up, and the earth was moving. All the lamps went out. The cell doors were thrown open, and the prisoners were set free from their chains. I drew my sword because I knew they would come after me because of all the horrible things I'd just done to them. But from out of the darkness, Paul shouted, "Don't hurt yourself. We're all here." For just a moment, I think time stood still. These men had so much faith in God that I realized I wanted to feel that too. So I ran and fell at their feet, begging for them to tell me what it was that made the difference in their lives. When I took them to my home to help them heal, they told me all about this man named Jesus. How he died, how he came back to life. Later on, I found out that Paul's story was a lot like mine, and God had changed his heart. And I knew at that moment that God could change me as well, and I believed everything they said. I always wondered why Christians use the cross as their symbol. I know now what that means, but you know what? The cross can't fully tell what so many of us need to hear. Jesus died for our sins, right? But that wasn't enough. God did even more by bringing Jesus back to life. You see? It was his resurrection that sealed our salvation. Can you imagine being there the day he rose from the grave? What a celebration!